Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mahesh Karia. You guys are watching me on YouTube now, and in this session I'm gonna take you through simple email service with NODEJS. So we're gonna create two APIs where first API will send the email to verify your email address, and another API to send the actual email to someone. So this is what we use. Simply search for SES. You will be greeted with this beautiful page where you need to select this get started, where for daily sending quota you can see here 200 emails per 24 hour of period, where you can try this out. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use the EP South one, which is my region, and I'm gonna have this where is that? Oh, okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna use npm init -y for new email for new project. Then you have to have index.js. Later you will need a module or function, or utils.js. You can name it, where we'll be having a common function set of functions. And later you have to install few packages. So first one will be the express dot env, and another will be, I'll say, aws hyphen sdk. So yeah, this is pretty much it, I guess. Nothing much is needed apart from this. And .env that we use in order to make environment file. So I'm gonna install this. Later you have to create a .env file, and in that env file I have to define the three things, that is aws access key, aws secret key, and the next will be aws region. Yeah, this is pretty much it, I guess. And that you will get from here. Search for IAM, and here inside IAM you will search for the users, and you need to get your credentials from respective users. So I have 4 users, mk test, I'll say this is mine, where I have this admin access in security credentials. You can go here, you can generate your access key, and that you need to put it in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another I'll choose this other. Okay, nothing in here. Done. So continue. Where is that? Yeah, I have to delete this first. Let me delete or deactivate. So these are my previous keys that I don't want to use further. Now I'll have to delete this. Access key is here. Same goes with this. Delete. Access key is here. And later generate new one. Create access key. Other. You can use CLI. If you are using CLI, go with this option. Later generate, and yeah, just get this from here, put it here, and get it from here, put it here. And my region is, you will get it from here, that is AP South 1, or whatever the region that you will prefer to go with. I am from India, so I'm gonna go with AP South 1. This is it, I guess. In the utils, you need to create two functions. The first one will be the send email, and another one will be a verify email. So I'll start using const aws is equal to require aws hyphen sdk. Later you will have aws.config dot update, and where you will have to define access key, access key id colon. You can use now process dot env dot aws dot access. Get it from here. AWS access key. This is the first one. The second one would be secret access key. Secret access key, that would be process.env dot this, and the third would be region. So I'll say this is my region, so process.env dot AWS region. Yeah, that's it. I guess I can move it further, and let me use hard coded. Sometimes I get error in here. AP South 1, you can write this hard coded if you want, it doesn't matter. So const SES is equal to new AWS dot SES. Make sure this should be in capital, and then you can start creating functions. Verify email email addresses. Okay, AWDRESES. Okay, where you'll have to pass async function, and that async function will get emails. Okay, and that emails I'll have to put it in here, which says, if I'll use try catch, where const verification promises will take email addresses, or sorry, emails, and that emails I need to map through, and each async email will take params, and that params will be email addresses. So yeah, I guess I can pass email addresses now in here. What I have imported that is not needed. Email addresses would be my email, not email address, email address. Okay, so yeah, this is it, I guess. That I need to pass it in here. Later I'll use written. Okay, so params is here, params is done. After params I'll use written, and that written will use await and SES dot verify email addresses. Verify email addresses or identity? Email identity. Yep. Now I can use params in here, and that params will have promise, that promise, so I can get async method in here. That is it. I guess this should be it. And so I'm using try and catch, so I'll have to use catch in here. That should get error. If something goes wrong, just put something in here, whatever you feel, how you want to handle the error cases in here. So I'll go with the simplest console.log. I'll say failed to verify email addresses. Okay, and comma error. This is it, I guess, and you can return false in here. And the next thing would be, I would suggest to close this up. Don't need to close. So yeah, this one. Now const send email, that send email would take async where I'll pass email addresses, emails I'll say, emails plus message, and that will take a const params. That params will contain a source. That source will be hard coded. Let's suppose it's maheshkaria@gmail.com, and later you can have a destination. Destination will say you will have to pass the number of email addresses, so you will say 2 addresses, and that 2 addresses will have emails. So this is my destination where it's gonna go. Later, after destination, you can use comma with by sending message, and this is my message how it looks like with the subject, the first one, and that subject contains the object of data, and that data will contain the test message. This is the first thing. Later, after data you will need a body, after subject you will need a body, and that body contains a text, and that text will also contain a data, and that data will be your message. Okay, so that message you are passing it from here. So this is pretty much it, I guess. Once you have it, you just need to close the rest of the things. So I already have it, and this is the main thing. Once you finish with this, you can use the try catch in order to send this thing. So after params I'll use try, and inside try catch I'll wrap const data equals to await SES dot send email. Okay, where params I'm gonna use with promise in return. So that's how you're gonna get your data, and you're gonna console log it, console log that email sent with the data in it. And if something goes wrong, you will always have catch to catch the error. Here we go. Again, you will have a console.log in here saying that failed to send message, failed to send message, comma, and error in here. The next thing, you will have to throw error if you want. Okay, this is how you throw error that you got from here, and otherwise you can return something. Okay, if you wanted to return something, you can return something. So this is pretty much it, I guess. This is what we'll have to do. And at last, module.exports, and that first one is the send email, next one is the verify email addresses, and that's how you don't need this destination in here. So this is it. Okay, now I'll go to the index. My index is pretty straightforward, which will start with the const express require express, and where you will have this const body parser is equals to require body parser. Okay, par I don't need to use this body parser actually. It comes default with express nowadays, so you can directly use the express dot body parser if you want, but let's try this out with the old way, body parser. So now const send email and verify email addresses, that I'm gonna get from require, that is /utils. So I forgot this, verify email addresses, I guess. Yeah, So this is it. Now const app is equals to express, and later you will have app.use, where you will have to write the body parser dot json uh, like this to get the payload in the body for the post APIs, and app.post, that post will take a simple verify email addresses. So I'll pass it the same name in here. Once I get this, I'll have request response in here, which will take again async. This is the async. Okay, so from here const email addresses, I'll say email addresses from, you can get it from request dot body, and the next thing would be if I'll say not email addresses, what you will do is you or actually so not array is array, it should be in the form of array, right? So that's why I'm just adding one more extra layer of validation in here, and which will return the any error that you wanted to raise, like res dot status, you will say 4000, and you will have a JSON message in there which will say message or something is wrong, invalid format, and that's it, I guess. Later you can come after if, and you will simply say a try. Okay, you already have try catch there, so you don't need to add it in here again. So verification success, that verification success will await for the verify email addresses. Okay, and that email addresses will have email addresses again, so I'll pass that here, and later I have this to verify inside if verification success. If everything goes well in the verification success, all I'll have to do is to return message, and that return will be res.json. You can use a status, whatever you want, is email verified successfully, or something like that, or success colon true, and you will say message email verified successfully. This is it. So that's how you send the mail, you verify, and something goes wrong in the else block, all you will have to say is return res.json, and that JSON will say success is equals to or success colon false, and that will have a message which will say email verification is failed, or failed to verify email address. Okay, here we go. So now you come after catch block, which says if something goes wrong and you have an error, so what you will do is, all you will have to do is to console log something went wrong, error while verifying email addresses, verifying fy and your emails and comma error. This is it, and now you will need a return res.json, and that JSON, or before that you can pass status if you want status. That status will have a 500 because this is server side error, and that will contain an error, and that error will have internal server error if something goes wrong in the server side of AWS or somewhere. So then it will work. So now the last piece is to use app.post, where you will have send message, and that send message will again take two parameters with the async request response. Once you get this, all you will have to do is to const get from request.body, and that will have email addresses. Okay, email addresses comma, you will say emails actually, emails comma message. Okay, and now you can have the extra validation in here, which will say if same for the emails that you used in here. This one you can bring, let's bring this entire piece, so that's gonna be useful in here. And same goes with the message as well. If not message, I'll use the not message directly in here, I don't have to use the extra thing in here. So or not message, then invalid format that you can use. Otherwise, if everything is fine, okay, then you will have try again, try catch. I'll use the same, something like this in here, and I'll say server side error while sending email. Okay, this is the same. Now try will contain the main thing, which will have await, I'll say send email, and that send email will takes email addresses, and that email addresses with message in it. That's it. So once you get this, all you'll have to do is to return res.status, you will say 200 maybe, and with JSON success colon true, and then message will say email sent. And once you do that, you're good to go. I guess this is pretty much it. All you have to do is this, and now you can come back in here where you will say const port equals to, you can get it from process.env.port if you want, or you can use 3000 because I don't have anything in there, and app.listen, that listen will take your port, and that this is pretty much it actually. So yeah, let's use 3001 maybe, and this contains nothing. First console log, so start it on port. Now all I'll have to use is node index.js to see the errors, and I'll have to use this postman in order to see. I'll use a localhost colon verify email address. I'll see if I have the history. No, verify email address with the body raw text JSON, and in that JSON I'll have to pass in here. Let me see if I have a history of send email already. Yeah, I have it with the 3001. Before that, I'll have to verify email address. So verify email address, okay, and that will take 3001. But before that, before we proceed, I'll have to go to SES, simple email service. Go in here, verify. This is my dashboard actually. So whenever you click on here, you see this create identity, because I don't have a domain, I have an email address, my company email address. You will say it's Mahesh Karya, let's suppose, at gmail.com. okay, because this is a private email, that's why I'm using it. Create identity. Now this email, I guess I'll have to go and verify this email. So I'll go to Gmail and I'll check if I get some kind of verification message in here. uh, nope. If not, I'll go back. I'll say verification is pending. Okay. Recommendation are available for only for verified email. Enable virtual delivery manager generating the no, I should get the email, so I'm not getting it. It should be in here. We'll try to recheck. It's maheshkari@gmail.com. It looks good to me. Get started. I don't have to use this for now. Resend. I'll say resend. So now I should get it. Yeah, I'll just cross check it. itsmaheshkari@gmail.com. Check in your inbox for a verification request. Email provided. Yeah, I got the email on my smartphone, but I haven't got it in here, so I'll use another browser maybe. uh, Mahesh Gmail. Okay, it should be in here. All email. It should be in spam maybe. Okay, it's in spam. So if I click in here, it was in spam. That's why you got the congratulations in here. And now if you go back, you see it's verified. Now the your main email address should be verified. Okay, whatever it may be. And once you verify that, all you will have to do is now uh, verify the another email addresses that is you want to send email to. Okay, or all your customers. So this is my customer email address. Let's suppose this is different than the previous one. I'll send this, and once I send this, I should get something in written that is invalid format. So this is in invalid format. I'll go back to index. I'll go back to verify email addresses. I'll check this this is what I want is array, and this is what I got from email addresses. I'll go again in here. I'll might be the spelling E is capital, I guess. Message failed to verify email address. Okay, so because I just got email, if I go in here, I go to the Mahesh share email. Yeah, this one. I got the link. I'll click on this. So now I verified this. So this is verified. Okay, and now I'll use the send message, where with the port 1 with the body this. I think this is also capital E, and if I try to send this, cannot send the request. I'll go back to code. Yeah, message is not defined, so I'll make sure that message is in here. So I need to use comma message. This is important. I'll try this. I'll rerun the server. I'll hit this again with hello. This is a test message, and you see in here the message got sent. Now if I open my different browser, that is Chrome, which contains the email address Mahesh Tikaria. So you see the message came from, it's Mahesh Karia to Mahesh Tikaria. So this is how you pass. You verify all the email addresses first, and then you proceed further. So this is it for this tutorial. Thank you so much all of you guys for being with me, supporting me all the time. It's been pleasure to be here. Please let me know inside comment box what you want from my side. Definitely I'll make it for you. And don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already, and smash that like button if you enjoyed. Thank you so much. See you soon in next video.